I hated it there. I hated it, I hated it, I hated it, I hated it. So there may just be hope for my remote work life yet. I absolutely hated every ounce of those 3 hours. I'm not exaggerating when I say that might be the best coffee I have ever had in my entire life. Why are you leaning on people's cars? Just because people are staring at me vlog doesn't mean they all want me to die. Well, apparently this place doesn't exist anymore. Now let's recap. I desperately need to touch grass, so we're going to be working remotely for 7 days to see if it makes me more productive, more creative, and more mentally sane. I'm self-employed. I work from home, and also I obviously live at home. The outside world does not see me. And I hear like going outside and being around people is good for you or something, so we're going to be trying that out for 7 days. The first thing you have to do to be a remote worker is fill your bag with a bunch of crap you're probably not going to actually use for the aesthetic. MacBook, iPad with Apple Pencil, Meta Ray-Ban glasses. Here to tell me where you put my external hard drive? Oh, okay, of course, you haven't seen it. This baby's 2 terabytes because we're YouTubers now. I actually don't want to talk about the pile of Snickers wrappers at the bottom of this bag. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it. Will I probably read this while I'm at the coffee shop? No, but it's gotta go in the bag. Tarot cards in case I need help from something higher than myself. Headphones so that I'm hopefully not a menace to society. And our MacBook charger. Okay, I feel like I need to start somewhere where I'm a little bit familiar because this is already a little bit jarring for me. I'm literally just going outside. So we're gonna go to the Bean Bar. They have outdoor seating and it's usually a bit of a louder environment, so I won't feel bad if I'm talking to people in my call. I'm gonna let you know right now, the coffee is a little bit mid, but the food, that's why you go there. Hi, good, how are you? May I please do a large iced vanilla latte with oat milk and cinnamon powder? And then can I also do a fancy avocado toast? Thank you. Someone else. 3 hours later, day 1 in the coffee shop, all done. I'm not gonna give you guys any BS in this challenge, so please believe me when I tell you that I absolutely hated every ounce of those 3 hours. And time isn't even measured in ounces. My job is creative, and something that I do to get the creativity flowing is pace around my apartment a lot. So being in a space with people where I just felt cooped up and like I had to sit here on this little desk and just click away made me feel like I was in high school again. But I'm not ready to give up, one, because this might have just not been the best environment. It was just kind of cooped up. Not that that's that place's fault. It's just like not my vibe for working. I think maybe being outdoors or just somewhere that's a little bit more open would help me. And also all of my tasks today were a bunch of little small tasks, which is what I struggle with a lot. I do my best work when I get stuck into a project that requires me to be focused for a long period of time. Something that people who advocate for working in coffee shops always say is that you're going to be more productive because you don't have as many distractions. But what they fail to understand is that I could be distracted by a straw wrapper. Just finished my final client call of the day. When I tell you I ate that up. The single best thing I've invested in for my self-care is this foot massager. Also, don't judge the cord management. I just didn't feel like doing anything about it, okay? Come with me to leave this reality. We're gonna be playing some Blades and Sorcery. If you know, you know. Today is day 2. Here's what we have in store. Today's workplace of choice is Elevation Coffee Roasters. This isn't it, but this artwork is pretty sickening. The atmosphere inside looked really nice, and there was also outdoor seating, so I thought this might be a better adjustment to yesterday. I've also got my spy glasses on to get the full scoop. Well, apparently this place doesn't exist anymore. That's awkward, but I guess we'll have to find a new place. Now we're at Gingerbeard Coffee. Hell of a name, had really good reviews. Let's check it out. Could I please do an iced vanilla latte with oat milk? I was literally just so productive. It's actually kind of crazy. Also, I hate filming in public. They were about to close, so I didn't want to be the person who was like the last person in the restaurant. But I was deep in my work. Definitely more productive than I would have been at home. But the vibes, like, I don't know, the vibe was it. I'm honestly still in a really productive mindset, so I'm gonna try to find another spot that maybe has some food because your boy is hungry. The amount I've had to pay in parking alone needs to be studied. Also forgot everything I've been doing during this entire challenge is technically a business expense, so now we know. See, the thing about loving your job is that sometimes you forget you're doing a job. To me, I'm just roaming around going to cute little coffee shops and click-clacking on my little computer. But like, I could have been writing off these things. I mean, I still can, but like that requires more work that I don't really want to do. Okay, now we're at Little Tina's. I've been here before. Coffee, mid, matcha, delicious, food, incredible. Can I please do an iced vanilla matcha latte with oat milk? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All that smack I talked, and guess who still didn't use their business card to pay for their food and drink? You guessed it. Also, I know I talked all that smack about not liking to vlog in public, but somebody was asking me about my camera and we started sparking a conversation and I was like, oh my God, this is great. And I think what I have to remember is that just because people are staring at me vlog doesn't mean they all want me to die. They might just genuinely be interested in what I'm doing. Put in a combined 4 hours at the coffee shops today. Day 2 has definitely given me everything that day 1 didn't. I think it's because I had projects that were more creative, so I was able to lock in more. And I think the cafes I went to helped me not feel so cooped up. So there may just be hope for my remote work life yet. Day 3 of working remote for 7 days. One thing really sticking that's come out of this challenge is that I actually get ready every day. Normally I look like something that came out of a sewer, but like, check the fit. Check the fit. Today we're actually not working in a cafe. We are working at a co-working space called the Hyde House, which is in Hyde Park in Tampa, Florida. I used to have a membership here, but I didn't use it enough because now I live like 30 minutes away, but it is absolutely beautiful. We are going to need to figure out coffee though, but I think I'm gonna go to the Capital One Cafe. Yeah, a bank has the cafe, but you get half off if you have a Capital One card, which I do. I got a strawberry cold foam matcha. Let's try it. It's stellar, literally a 9 out of 10. You wouldn't expect that from a Capital One cafe, but the coffee here is incredible. And again, it's half off if you have a Capital One card. We've made it to our destination. I've always loved the art on these walls. The main reason I wanted to come here is because there's so much space so you don't feel cramped, and they have this really nice outdoor seating area, so again, like that issue of not feeling cramped. Look at this view. Like, this is a place I would show up for work to every day. Also got some avocado toast from the Capital One Cafe. I mean, the presentation is there. I left outside because it was a little stuffy, but another cool thing about this place is they have these booths. So far so good. I've been super productive since I've been here. This is an iced raspberry white chocolate latte with oat milk. Let's give it a try. Also, I just got recognized, and that's always the scariest thing in the world when that happens, but he was very nice. I don't think I like it, but I kind of keep wanting to drink it. We totaled 7 hours at the co-working space, got a ton done, and did not feel cooped up, mainly because there were so many different places I could work. And it was $30 to have the entire day. I'm meeting with my friends to see the new Fantastic Four movie. Hopefully it's good. The movie was actually incredible. I feel like Marvel has been finding their stride again. Day 4 of working remote, and I'm actually really excited because we're in a spot that every person who lives in Tampa says is the greatest remote working spot ever, and it's actually in a hotel lobby. It's called The Edition. We got a nice vanilla latte with oat milk. Let's give it a try. That might be a 9. I hated it there. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. I hated it. First things first, this coffee, incredible. Easily the best coffee I've had this entire challenge. But the vibe was soul-sucking. It was a bunch of people trying to prove how important they were, and it was so shallow. I was the only person of color there, which like in itself is fine, like that just happens. But that coupled with the vibe of just like, I felt so like suffocated in that place. And the thing is, I feel like I was given a warning before I ever stepped foot in that place, because I park my car and I'm literally filming my Instagram video for the day. And this man, this entitled ass man comes up and just leans against my car. He didn't know that I was sitting in my car, just leaning against my car. And I roll my window down saying, "Are you good?" "Oh, my bad, man." Why are you leaning on people's cars? Okay, I'm done crashing out. I'm going to this place called Shortwave, which I've been before. It's got a really cool atmosphere, and the vibe there is really good, but the seats fill up really quickly, so I'm just hoping I can get a spot. Okay, put in about 3 hours combined. On a Friday, I don't normally work Fridays. It's like my company policy for myself. We have 4-day weeks, but in honor of this challenge, and because honestly, I've just really been enjoying getting outside, I decided to just put in a few hours. And I even started working on my book, which has been a lifelong dream of mine. And since I didn't have a lot that I had to do today, I figured it was time to sit down and start the project. I just kind of started working on an outline, but it's kind of exciting to see this project become something that I'm no longer putting off for the perfect time, because like, the time is now. Also, that coffee shop is one of my favorites. It literally 10 out of 10 coffee, 10 out of 10 matcha, 10 out of 10 food. That was probably one of the best breakfast sandwiches I have ever had. Have you ever seen something so precious in your life? At the end of the day, I'm just working to build a life for him. And of course, my other baby too. Hi. I'm so close. I'm literally at 99.4K on TikTok and 97K on Instagram. Today is day 5 of working remotely for 7 days, and today we have a guest to accompany us because I really didn't feel like doing this shit today. We're keeping it close to home today. I'm at my favorite coffee shop in all of Tampa, Florida, Sorbo. If it weren't for Morgan, I would have forgotten to use my business card yet again. They came.
They came in. So even if you go hang out with your visitor, I'm probably gonna.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It hits every time. We answered our emails, we got some content prepared, came up with some more experiment ideas for YouTube. It's day 6 of working remotely for 7 days. Ryan has decided he'll be taking the day off. Also, I have something really exciting to share. We hit 100,000 followers on TikTok last night, and we're literally at 99.5K on Instagram. I'm gonna hit 100K followers on 2 platforms within a few days of each other. I didn't go to sleep until 2 a.m. last night because I literally was beaming with excitement, followed by the fact of, wait, there's 100,000 people who pay attention to what I'm saying. So needless to say, my battery is a little bit low, but I am going to be taking you to the coolest place in the entire world for our remote work spot today. Oh, and I also got this. It's the Lenovo Legion Go S. It's basically a handheld gaming system. It's like having a gaming PC in my hand, so I can play like pretty much all of my favorite games in my hands, which I love. We won't be bringing it to our working session because then I won't get any work done. So the place we're going to is called Mojo's Books and Records. It is a coffee shop meets a vinyl record store meets a used bookstore. 3 things that I absolutely love. And their coffee is incredible and they always have unique flavors. Okay, I got an iced blueberry lavender latte with oat milk. Let's give her a try. Incredible, as always. I give it a 9 out of 10. So one of my favorite parts about my job is when clients send me scripts and I get to edit them. I feel like I'm a teacher grading homework. This is a client I've been working with for a couple months and her scripts have improved literally so much. I'm so happy to see it. Okay, I've been working for about 3 hours, got a lot done, super productive. The vibes are immaculate. I'm literally in front of a pride flag right now. Pretty awesome. And now I think I want to shop for some vinyl records because why not? I'm gonna get these from my king. Here's the haul. If you love any of these albums, we can be friends. Okay, so for our last spot, we are at a place that I have wanted to try for months now. It's this Yemeni coffee place, and when I see the videos on their Instagram, this place looks absolutely incredible. Hopefully the vibes are giving that I can still work there though, because I'm not really sure about the vibe of the atmosphere. Okay, so the vibes here are incredible. I got the iced pistachio latte. Do you see this presentation? Like, are you joking? I feel so cozy in here. Let's give her a stir. Oh my god. I'm not exaggerating when I say that might be the best coffee I have ever had in my entire life. Literally not kidding. I've had pistachio lattes before, but this is like actual pistachio. Like, it's got a thickness to it. It's like, this is otherworldly. Day 7 was so successful. First off, I found my new favorite coffee shop. Like, it is #1, and it's closer to me than my past favorite coffee shop. And 2, I made great progress on writing my book, and I was super productive. The environment was super cozy. Big fan. Now let's recap. So was this last 7 days worth it, or was it a giant waste of my effing time? Let's start with, did it make me more productive? In some ways, yes, but mostly I would say no. I have designed my apartment to be the perfect place for my crazy brain to function. I don't have a hard time coming and sitting at this desk because there's a cozy blanket, a nice cup of coffee that I made myself, and a foot massager at the bottom of it. And if I get tired of my desk, I can go work in my living room, which is very beautifully decorated. Or I can sit at my little breakfast bar over here. There's a lot of spaces for me to move around, and there's the added benefit of me being able to pace around my apartment, which is really perfect for me. Now, that's not to say that I wasn't productive when I was working remote. Most days I was, especially on the day we went to the co-working space. But because my days are kind of over the place, I kept having this feeling of, ugh, I could have been spending this time enjoying some relaxation before my next client call, but instead I drove all the way over here, so I feel compelled to stay here. And also, side note, sometimes I just missed my cats. Now, that being said, was I more creatively inspired? To that, I would say 1000%. And this is where I would argue that in some ways I was also more productive. Being out in the world gave me so much creative inspiration to allow me to experiment with my content. It also made me really excited to start my YouTube channel because I knew it wasn't just gonna be me sitting here talking to a camera like I am right now. I had so much fun taking you guys places and exploring my own city, which I don't do nearly enough. Getting to try a new place every day, being in a different environment surrounded by different people definitely created a lot of inspiration. And this challenge is what got me to finally start writing my book. I've dreamed of being an author since I was 5 years old, and I'm a very confident person. I don't typically struggle with imposter syndrome anymore. We went to therapy to heal all of that. For some reason, that project just felt like this giant block in front of my face. But doing this challenge where I was out and about and I was forced to be in a different environment where I didn't have to necessarily do the work that I would typically do because I was already done with it, gave me permission to sit down and actually start writing my book. And for that, I am incredibly grateful. Being out helped me remember some of the benefits of being a content creator and working for yourself. I don't have to be confined to one space. I am allowed to go out and exist in the world and still be productive at the same time. And while it may not be something I want to be forced to do every single day, it's really nice having that option. And then lastly, was it good for my mental health? 1000%. Now again, I have designed my apartment to be the perfect place for my mental health. I am surrounded by things that I love all the time, all of my little hobbies, all of my little collections. So it's not that I'm miserable being at home. I actually quite enjoy being at home. But shocker, getting sun and being around other people and sometimes even connecting with those people was really good for me. During this challenge, I got recognized from people who follow me. I made connections with other creatives who wanted to know what my camera was like, who wanted to know what I do for a living. And I got to try a lot of good coffee. Overall, I am really glad I did this challenge and I would recommend it to anyone who has the capability of doing it. I think while I definitely don't think I'll work remotely every day, I definitely want to make sure that at least one time per week I am getting out in my city, experiencing a new environment, and getting creatively inspired. Now, I'm working on building my YouTube channel and I want it to be this kind of blend between vlogging and challenges. I really want to center my content around wellness, creativity, personal development, but in not a preachy way and more of a like you're learning through me, not me yapping at you. And we have a lot of fun along the way. I mean, you enjoy trying coffee shops too, right? If you did enjoy this video, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified with new uploads. You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram because as you saw, we did hit 100K on both platforms. And please comment down below what type of challenges and experiments you'd like me to do next. Good luck, and as always, I'm rooting for you.